Look at this. According to our map, Rosie and I are underwater right now. So I wonder how long it's been since Google Earth has changed their maps or updated, because literally we're supposed to be underwater right now as of, I don't know how many weeks or months ago, but yeah, like I said, this was all underwater just recently. I think that's funny. Come on. There's a gigantic man-made lake right on the other side of that earthen dam right there. But that water, I don't believe, comes out of Lake Mead. We're gonna come back and explore the wash right below us where their overflow dumps out into Lake Mead on our way back. So, I'm wanting to show you guys the lake, and they seem to have closed every area that we used to be able to go down to camp or anything. Area closed. This area is closed to all vehicle traffic and camping. Violators of this closure will be cited up to $5,000 or 6 months in jail. This is public land, is it not? Am I wrong? I mean, I could be wrong. I don't understand, because I believe government wash is closed too. So what the hell is going on that we're not allowed to go down and camp? It's a bit of an off-road adventure through here. Wow. I need some new sand or something spread down because it's all rutted. I wonder how close we can get to the water. We're at a fork in the road. Can we move this? No, we can't. Yeah, we can. It moves a little bit. Yeah, you can move around. See which one gets closer to the water. They probably both do. We're looking at the little map. What just disappeared now. It's aliens. Aliens. I believe we're at a point now where 20 years ago, this was all underwater. 50, 40, 30, well, maybe 30 years ago. I don't know how long it's been since the water receded in this part here. But yeah, this was all underwater at one point in time, I believe. Oh yeah, there is lots to explore out here at Lake Mead. And I believe we came out here. See that road up there? I don't know for sure though. We're gonna figure it out. So we've almost made it all the way into Boxcar Cove. And there are people camping down here. That's cool. We're gonna have to come do that, you know. We're gonna have to come out here and camp out here. These people that are enjoying the weekend. You see all this green stuff? That comes from being underwater. Like over at Boulder Harbor, which is totally empty now. But right over there, where that tent is on that truck over there, right over there, that's where Alex lost his shoes because the mud was so thick. All right, so as early as just a few weeks ago, all of that green right there was underwater. It was all the way up to where I'm standing right now, and you can tell by I'm probably gonna use the wrong word, but like the oxidation color of the ground right here. Plus you can tell by how it's all still drying out right here, all the mud, and the water's receded back out towards the main part of the lake. But we were walking over here. It's funny because there's shoes actually sitting right there on the ground. But we were walking through here on one of our Lake Mead updates, and Alex was stepping along and he sunk down into his ankle. His brand new shoes got stuck in the mud, and then we had to buy him some socks at Callville Cove or Callville Bay or wherever the hell we went from here. But yeah, water was all the way up to here. See all that? See all those things sticking up? It was all underwater. All that. And all this. People still out there enjoying themselves. What annoys me about people enjoying themselves is they bring their freaking trash out here and they leave it here. They just can't take it back with them when they leave. There's water bottles and crap everywhere out there. What a shame though. Water's disappearing. The lake's in trouble, but it's not as in trouble as you're being led to believe by a lot of other channels and news right now. Now we're gonna go look around a couple other spots while we're here. I'm gonna go over the lake level, what it was the last time we were here versus what it is today. And it's been almost 2 weeks since I've been out here last because I went on vacation to Ohio. But I'm noticing there's a lot of channels reporting out here. One in particular said it was 100 feet down. We haven't been 100 feet down in a very, very long time. So I'm glad these channels are bringing awareness to the problem that we're going through at Lake Mead right now, but at least report it correctly. You can do your live streams and do all this stuff all you want, but report it right, because saying something that's not actually happening isn't helping us any at all. And this goes for the news too, because they're reporting it wrong also. While I'm getting back in the car or the truck to head out of here and go to a different location, Rosie tells me there was a horse stabbing. Breaking news, a horse stabbing.
And it was out there at the South Point Arena.
At the South Point Arena. I guess some lady that was competing, maybe she didn't do as good as she thought she did, or maybe the judges judged her wrong. She stabbed 3 horses. Who does that? Have you ever heard of such an ignorant thing?
Yeah.
She's in custody now, but I don't. If it ain't
absolutely wild. She's facing felony charges. I feel like she deserves worse.
It's awful, all of it. What the hell, the horse? Give me a break. Like, it's, I don't know. It's annoying. It really is. We're headed over to the other cove right now. It seems like everybody wants to go to Boxcar right now, but it's a bumpy ass drive. But you can actually do this in a 2-wheel drive car. There's like 2 areas when you get near the cove that you're going to want to drive around, which is really, really soft sand. But there's little areas that like somebody has ridden out in their car, so you can go around that area. But other than that, it's pretty drivable. It's just really, really bumpy. But I think right now, since it's the only place anybody can camp out here, that's why they're all coming out this way. Because we probably passed 6 cars just leaving. We're trying to find the fork in the road to head the other way. 25 years ago, you need a submarine to go through here. What a shame, right? And we're gonna go over a little conspiracy theory that people keep shouting out in comments in these videos that I really don't know any science about, but we're going to talk about that for a second in here once I get to this location, I think. Wow. We're driving underwater right now.
We would have been.
Yep.
20 years ago.
Yep. I don't know. I feel like this area was underwater just recently. I don't know how long ago, but I feel like it hasn't been too long. Somebody drove a freaking motorhome out here. That's insanity. How the hell did they do that? And where the hell am I driving? Hopefully we don't get stuck in here. We're not gonna. We're in a 4-wheel drive. We should be all right. But a motorhome, an old one too. Look how old that thing is. That's not a new motorhome up there on that hill. Wow. That's crazy. There's a community of people out here in old campers. And I don't even know where the hell we're going. We're just kind of exploring through here. Oh yeah, here we go. How do we get it? What's over there? Wow, there's a whole other like world over there. Let's go look. And now you can stay out here for weeks and weeks at a time, so that's what these people are doing. This is wild. I just wanted to get over by the water and take a look. Yeah, this right here, this was all underwater just recently. All this green you see right here. We're gonna get out of the car. We're gonna go look around. I just don't want to get all up in everybody's face. So I'm gonna park up on this hill over here, I think, and see what's going on with these guys. We're gonna watch. We're gonna watch them all get stuck on this hill. We're just gonna go right up here and park. This is it. This is our spot. We're gonna go look at the water. Look at this. According to our map, Rosie and I are underwater right now. So I wonder how long it's been since Google Earth has changed their maps or updated, because literally we're supposed to be underwater right now as of, I don't know how many weeks or months ago, but yeah, like I said, this was all underwater just recently. I think that's funny. They're right in the water. That's cool. You can see those little quagga mussel things. They're like everywhere in the ground. And I think somebody brought those here. They're not indigenous to Lake Mead. But that plane that's underwater is completely covered in them. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that video. There's a few videos divers have gone down to it and filmed it. Super deep, but it's covered in them. Okay, so this location is Craad Cove, and I'm gonna try to talk over here without interfering with everybody's family functions they got going on here. But you can see the water came all the way up to there, and then somebody's over there screwing around in their car or something. So all the way back into there This was all water, you know, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. It hasn't been that long because you can see right there, it still hasn't dried up yet. So water was up here just recently. All right, here's the issue I have with the way the lake's being reported right now. And I had to write it down because I can't remember the numbers. Back on March 31st, the lake level was 1062.57. To today, May 30th, the lake level is 1050.48. So that is a 12-foot total loss since March 31st. And March 31st was the first Lake Mead video I did in 2026. Before that, it was in January 2025. Now, May 30th, which is today, the lake level is 1050.48. That's cool, man. Yeah. Cool. All right, so from my last Lake Mead update, which was May 11th, the water level was 1054.27. To today, 1050.48. We've lost 3.79 feet of water in just, what, 2 weeks? And from March 31st to today, 12 feet total. But if you go back to 2025, which was my furthest out but closest Lake Mead update, we'd only lost a little over 3 feet. So something weird is happening, and I don't know exactly what it is, but the conspiracy theory that I keep seeing people talk about is data centers. And I'm trying to research what that has to do with anything. I know they use a lot of water in their cooling systems, but are they using that much? And yes, we do have a lot of them. Switch is huge, and they keep building more and more and more. But like I said, I don't really know what that has to do with anything. And I don't know that it's going to suck 12 feet of water out of this lake in 3 months. I just don't see it. But like I said, I really don't know what that has to do with anything, or if it's just some wild conspiracy people are thinking up. I really don't know. I'm not educated enough to know anything about how much water data centers use. But from March 31st to today, June, almost June, not even 3 months, 12 feet, something is happening. Maybe the whole data center thing is a joke. I really don't know. If it is, I don't know what the humor is in it. I really don't. I don't keep up with that stuff. These people are out here to go fishing. Where are you gonna fish? I was gonna walk over those hills over there, but like I said, they got their own little space set up over there, and I don't want to get all up in their grill. Look at this. Look at these scumbags, dude. They come out and bring their trash, just leave it laying all over the place. I don't even know what this is over here. I drove around and found my own little area, and everybody else found it at the same time. They're all walking down here because we were on the other side of that hill. But I thought I'd come over here and see what's going on over here. I don't know if that's from a boat or somebody was out here camping and left it here. Looks like they just looks like a mattress of some sort. I don't know. It could have been from a boat. But there's trash everywhere. People don't care. They just litter. But you can see, just a couple weeks ago, this was all water. All this. Crazy. See, this was all underwater. There's something back there in the weeds, too. When was the last time you were out here?
Oh, it's been a minute. I was standing up there last time we were out.
Yeah, and this was all underwater last time you were out here, right? Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, this was all underwater like maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You can see it's all just soaked. It might have been shorter. Because usually this all pops up within the first week, the grass, right. The green coming up through.
Yep. So that gives you an idea. So
yeah.
You can kind of see.
You can gauge how long it's been, yeah. Plus it's getting softer and softer as you walk, so. Yeah, don't get stuck. My son lost his shoes out here once.
It'll suck you in.
Have fun, guys, and be safe. Let's go see if we can find another little area to ourselves. This is where you got to be careful. I know my truck's right here, and I'm literally it's just a couple feet in, but I want to know what that is up there. It looks like it's somebody's ice chest. I don't know if you can see that in there. Somebody just left an ice chest sitting out here. Either that or it was underwater. Yeah, because there's the lid to it right there. Again, we're not allowed to take anything out of here because we always get those comments. Why don't you just sneak it out? Why don't you just do this? Why don't you just do that? I'm not going to touch nothing. It's a strict rule. You don't take anything out of here unless you bring it in. And I didn't bring that in. I'm not taking it out. Who's to say we weren't here first?
No, I know, but
I just want to show you that as far out as we are, we were in Craad Cove. We were in Boxcar Cove. They were in Craad Cove. Look, a front-wheel drive Honda that's actually lowered is driving out here in this. That's just craziness. That was a lowered car out here. But if they can do it, you might be able to do it. So they must be coming from Callville?
Yes.
Hopefully it's not that far. We haven't been out to Callville in a while. I thought I'd go out and see how far the marina has been pushed out there. Now the marina at Hemingway Harbor has already been pushed out. I just don't know how far yet. So this is Callville Bay. Oh no, this is the right way. We go straight and drop down there. That's the restaurant convenience store we had to stop at when Alex lost his shoes in the mud and we had to buy him socks. And I think there were like fish or turtles or something on his socks. But that's Callville Bay. We're gonna run down there, take a look. But, and I know I've said it a million times, when we were growing up, all of that you see out there was water. It came all the way up to the bottom of this hill where this resort sits. There's a picture in there that shows you what it was like in the 80s when this was all water all the way out. Because you can see the bathtub ring over there. Well, in the past, since March 31st, it's dropped 11 feet, 12 feet, 12 feet so far in 2 months, yeah. Yeah. So, what's your name?
My name's Olivia.
So Olivia here.
Hi guys.
Olivia who's driving us down the boat ramp, which is a hell of a lot easier than walking down this thing. So we can go down here and get a view of what's been happening over here. But she says they have pushed their marina out, so maybe somebody inside will be able to let me know how far they pushed it. But
Hi guys.
wasn't for her, I wouldn't be walking down here. I know that much. Yeah, there you go. Bye. So this is Callville Bay. Now, last time we were here, we loaded up over on the other ramp. There's another boat ramp over there. That's where we came down, and they brought us down a different way. This isn't the way we came before, I don't believe. But you can see the remnants of all the concrete blocks and everything where the water was pushed back. And this marina has already been pushed out. I don't know that we're going to be able to find anybody to let us know how far, but it has already been all pushed out. Everything's closed. Well, we're going to go take a look anyway. Look at all that greenery over there. Look at all that greenery where the water was. Look at all the concrete blocks they used to hold all this stuff down. Just out of the water completely. It's a shame we got out here so late because everything's closed, but that's all right. We can look around. This is where we rented our boat from when we did our Lake Mead video where we were actually out on the lake. If I remember right, it was like almost $1,000 for the whole day for that. But there's a barge over there. Well, not really a barge. It's where the land barge peninsula, where there was a houseboat stuck up there. There's a couple really big channels that went and had another really big channel come out and pull that boat off the water, and hooray, everybody saved the day. Dude was a criminal. I don't remember exactly what happened, but there was a whole bunch of controversy about the guy and the boat and the other marina he was at, and something he had done that was like completely illegal. I just thought it was funny they went through all that to help somebody. I mean, and it was really bad what he did too. It wasn't something just like he got a speeding ticket. It was something really bad that he did. I mean, this is the reports I got. And we got the reports from people that are out here all the time. Not just hearsay, but people that knew the guy. So he's a, yeah, we know a few people, and we know people that actually knew him or know him. I don't know if he's dead or not, or if he's in jail. I forget what happened to him. But yeah, since we started coming out here, we've actually got to know quite a few people. Not as many as everybody else, but we've got to know some few people that are actually pretty much a fixture out here. I'll put it that way. Yeah.
And everybody has the same story.
Yep.
So.
That's why you believe it when everybody tells it to you. I'm only going to walk down to the fuel dock just to look around. And then we're going to head back out of here. But look, the pontoons. All right, so here's the thing. People are reporting that we're 100 feet down, we're 30 feet down, we're 60 feet down. In a year and 3 months, we're 12 feet. We're 12 feet down. And that's all from data you can get right here at the lake. And you can get the lake level in 3 different places. You can get the lake level from Google, the marina itself, they post it. This is where we rented our boat. And there's the spider room that Rosie was freaking out about when she had to go in there.
Oh my God.
We rented one of these boats right over here. Yep. We have a quacker. We have a quacker. Or you can get the lake level at the guard shack as you're driving into Lake Mead. It is posted there, and you can Google it if you want. I don't typically use Google to get the lake level because they're a little bit lower always than what's posted out here. So I always go with what Lake Mead is actually posting as the Lake Mead level. Yeah, we rented one of these boats, and I remember I made Alex get his boat license, and he was so stoked he got to drive the whole time we were out here. That was fun. And then you can rent houseboats out here too. And I believe I posted all the prices for that stuff, but it's not cheap. It'd be fun though to do for a holiday weekend, to rent one of these houseboats with the slides on them over here. That would be totally awesome. I believe this is a rental too, this pontoon boat. The problem with these boats is the amount of money they charge to rent them, and they literally only go about 15 miles an hour. So for the amount of time you get the boat for what you pay, you have just enough time to make it over to one bay and back again. So you don't really get a whole day of exploring the whole lake because they don't go that fast. And if you nick one of the props, you bought the prop. All right, I did a little research on the Switch data facilities. According to what you can look up online, they use 0.05 gallons of water per kilowatt of energy that they use. But at the same time, they're investing in water replenishment plans to give back 2 or 3 times more than what they use. I don't know if any of that's true. That's what's out there. That's the information I can find. It's called net positive water strategy. So they're investing in projects that replenish and restore up to 2 times more water to the local ecosystem than their data centers consume. Is that true? I don't know. We got some waddlers. We got some waddlers in front of us. It's okay, there's a big waddler behind you. Quack, 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 quack. All right, fellas, have a good day. Let's go back here where the guys are all fighting over who gets to go next on the boat ramp. Look at what? Yeah, I know, the line of people. That's what he was bitching about. She just now saw the line of people that were complaining about the people on the jet skis. Yeah, it goes all the way up the hill. There was 30 people waiting. This right here used to extend all the way up through there, and there's another ramp over there, which is where we came in last time. We walked all around this, and there was a boat up against the side, which they've probably taken out now, that I told Bill Coleman to come pick it up. It's a bit of a hike up and down through here. Can you imagine? We're way at the top of this hill, over the top of the hill. How did I get ahead of you? You like ran up this hill and all of a sudden I'm in front of you. Isn't she cute? With her little lookout. She's like looking out. Like Captain Bligh, or whatever the hell their names are, pirates. Arg! So we'll sit here and wait for our ride up. But look how beautiful. I say there's beauty in the desert all the time. There is beauty in the desert. Lake Mead is a beautiful lake. It really, really is. She's running. And the third place you can get the Lake Mead water level is at the guard gate when you come in. I don't know if I said that already or not. And then there's one other place you can get the Lake Mead level. Rosie said you can say this. I'm like, I'm not gonna say it, but you can get it right here on my channel because I post it every single video. I show the actual Lake Mead water level as posted by Lake Mead. So on the right side, it's vessels under 22 feet. On the left side, it's vessels up to 40 feet. Rosie pointed that out. I wasn't even looking because I taste blood.
Is it the same lake?
Yeah, we meet again. We're getting.
Down there.
Oh, it's eye-opening. It's beautiful. The lake's
Good,
beautiful. Yeah.
It's so beautiful out
Yeah.
here.
All right, we're gonna hop on here with Dukes of Hazzard, and we're gonna go up the hill. Hold on for your life.
All right.
Thank you so much, Anya.
We're ready to go. Hold on to the rail. 30-minute loading and unloading. They're gonna dump me right here on this hill. Oh my God. Yep. Here we go. Vroom-a-zoom, zoom-a-zoom. the bottom of your feet gets slippery. So the little thing you put your feet on in the golf cart, you have no grip with your feet. So you start to slide. So you got to grab this rail with dear life. And then once you get going, you're good. Your inertia will keep you in here, I guess. But I'm afraid to let go right now to change the camera angle. So this is what you get to see. Me and Rosie silhouetted, holding on for our dear life on a golf cart. But we're going good. We're doing.
Air feels good though.
The air feels wonderful. Air feels wonderful. We're gonna get a nice hot truck.
Yes.
Well, that's all right. At least I don't have to walk up this hill. And right there on the seat, as Rosie gets in, is a frosty beverage. This is the old store and lounge in there. We actually had lunch in there. It was horrible. That's where we bought Alex socks. But what I want you to see is right here next to it. Because right here, this big ravine right here, right outside Rosie's window. Roll your window down a little bit.
At one point, that was completely full of water.
Yeah, that was all underwater. See the concrete blocks over there? All of this was all water. And that's deep down there. Where has it all gone? You hear it? Listen. You hear the water? You don't hear it? Listen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was listening for.
We decided to stop up here. There's a little lookout that overlooks the wash that feeds some of the water down into Lake Mead. If we can see down in there. Oh, it is a little bit of a walk down. There's a little bit of a hike down here. Don't fall. It's very slippery. We're up a long ways. There it is right there. Yeah. Coming from over there. There's like a tunnel underneath Lake Las Vegas where this water's coming through. But this ties into all the washes that I show you guys when I do my e-bike rides that I ride around. Just be sure of your footing right here. Sure, you all right, babe? Oh, the snake holes. Funny thing I was researching a minute ago. I'll talk to you about that down here. Then don't go no more. Rosie said, this is fine. I said, it's a little bit hairy right here. It really is. Because it gets steeper and steeper, and I want to get down to this edge and show you guys what it looks like down here. Of course, if I slip and fall, it's lights out for Mark. Oh yeah, this is the view right here. Oh my God, it's kind of weird. Better not be afraid of heights if you're gonna stand right here. Oh yeah, no. No. That's a straight, almost a straight drop. So, funny thing I was researching, in the last video I showed you guys part of the wash and I said, there's a lot of wildlife down here because this is a good water source for them. Even though it's runoff from everything in Vegas and it's still water for them. So I asked Google today while we were driving over here, I said, do mountain lions live around Lake Mead? And they said, yes. And they mainly live in canyons and washes, but they're very elusive and they rarely interact with humans. Except for humans that can't get away maybe. But they're down here. There's wildlife all down through here. If you look closely, you might see one someday. I hope today is not the day because I really don't want to see one. Unless it's in a zoo. But anyway, this is all the water that runs off into the lake. Look, she won't come down anymore. Look at her hands on her side. You don't want to come down no more? It's kind of weird standing right here on the edge. I forgot my hat in the car. I want to say one thing though. If you're going to make content about Lake Mead, then come out and make content about Lake Mead. But be original about it. All right, this is where it's going to get kind of ugly for a minute. I ran out of room on my SD card because I have a smaller SD card I use on one of my drones. And I thought it would get through the day, but it didn't. So we got to go to phone audio for a little bit. So let me turn this down just a little bit. Hopefully we don't bake in here. Oh, that was a hike up the hill. What I was saying was, if you're going to make content about the lake, then make content about the lake. I welcome anybody to come talk about the lake. Get it out there. Let people know what's going on in the world. But be original about it. And stop stealing my shots things I say and the stuff I do. There's one person in particular who can't be original about filming these videos. They go where I go, they say what I say, they do the exact same shots. If I do something in one of my videos, it'll end up in their video. And I don't know what it is about people that can't be original. I really don't. And I get it. You're an inspiration to some people, but being an inspiration and just outright copying somebody are two different things. So what do you think?
Amen.
She saw the video.
Yeah, definitely.
She saw the video with me today. I saw a video today, and this person used, I don't know, 6 or 8 or 10 different things that I have used in my videos, specific things I did in my videos over the past years that I've been doing this. And it's not like I'm not going to recognize something that I did. But anyway.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. Get original. All right? Get original. Also, if you're out there making these videos, be accurate about the water level, because most of these videos I've been watching, nobody's accurate about the water levels at all. Not even close, because we're not down 100 feet. And the news is reporting if we keep going the way we are, it's going to be 2 years, we're going to be a dead pool. If we keep going the way we are, it's going to be 1 year we're a dead pool, because we've already lost another 3 feet in less than a month. That's crazy. Anyway, we got one more spot to show you. I'm going to do it with the phone, and then I'm going to be done with this video, done with this update until I come back out here again. And I'm not even going to say when I come out here anymore, because I feel like there'll be 50 videos in between it. All right, I really can't zoom in on it, but about 2 years ago, I hiked over these hills in 110 degrees, and right about there where you see that little tiny bit of dirt coming up in the middle of that cove right there, right there, but closer coming towards us, is a World War II boat that they used when they were surveying before they built the dam. It's in a video I did here a while back. I thought that was going to kill me, that hike. I took 1 bottle of water with me. Walked over the hill about 40 feet and bumped into exactly what I was looking for. Here it is. I'm being told this is U.S. military troop transport. It takes soldiers from the ship to the shore. I don't know if that's 100% accurate. If there's any military people watching, let me know. I'm just telling you what I heard. There's a giant tractor tire down there. But there she is, guys. I'd say in another week she's going to be fully exposed. I can see the rest of the boat through the water, so it won't be long before it's all the way out. I posted that video and it went kind of viral. I had news people from all over the world messaging me. It was actually in a couple of national news shows, worldwide news shows, actually, or news broadcasts about it. But anyway, the water's not as low now as it was then, even though we're down 11 feet. Everybody seems to forget that we got a 35-foot rise, and we've only dropped 11 or 12 foot of that. So the water's not as low as it was back when I found that boat. And right here is the railroad tunnels that you can ride e-bikes through or hike through. It's a pretty flat hike too, and you can overlook the whole lake while you're doing that. And while I'm filming lake, Rosie's filming mice. there's a little mouse running around in here, and she was filming him. We're trying to find him.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
That is a very beautiful picture you got. But there it is. Let me zoom back. I was kind of hoping we'd get to see that boat from up here, but in order for us to see that boat, the lake would have to be in a lot more peril than it is right now. But we're going to come up here, and I'm going to do more reviews from up here, because this is where I'm going to be able to gauge them moving the marina closer to that island over there. It's already been moved 80 feet. Another 80 feet is going to put it out over there where those tires are. Let me try to get my finger down here. Where those tires are over there. But don't worry, somebody else will come up here and do the same thing I'm doing right now. You know who you are.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. And you're like, hey, is he talking about me? Chances are he is talking about you.
I am talking about you. Just get more original, man. Film what you want to film. Show everybody about the lake. I'm all for that. Just be original. I hate to be petty. I really, really do. But when something happens once, I'll let it go. Actually, I couldn't let it go the first time because he literally copied my entire video. But then I just stopped with it. I just stopped with it. And then it started happening again and again and again and again and again. Now I've had enough. Anyway, that's the video for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be updating you guys on the lake more and more and more. I'm trying to get in the truck at the same time I'm doing this. I'm trying to let Rosie in the truck. So I'm not going to stop now. We're going to keep updating the lake. I wish there was more I could show you. It's just, even if we have a boat and we go out on the lake, which we're getting ready to do, all I can really do is talk about it and show you things that used to be back when, and talk about how things have changed so much. But I hope that's okay, and I hope you guys like this video. If you like this kind of content, let me know and I'll keep doing it. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching. See you on the next video. And yes, Lake Mead is public land, but it is managed on the federal level, which means it might be public land, but they're going to tell you how you can use it. I don't know what else to say about that.